Hello everyone. Angie here. I am coming on to do a Margaret Miller collage challenge video with you guys. This is, as you know, a very popular series here on YouTube, and it is a prompted collage where you are given prompts and you just find those items and just make a nice collage with it. So I hope this is something that you like. I hope you stay through for the whole video, and we are going to get right into this. Okay, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Hopefully everyone is well. Now within this series, I am running a little bit behind, but I am gradually making some progress and catching up. I am on week 19, and the prompts for week 19 are image of a ladder or stairs, something that starts with the letter F, a butterfly, an archaeological find or treasure, fiber, yarn, or string, and then for bonus, it's stripes. Okay, so I've got all my goodies here, and we're going to get right into this. I hope you guys like it, and I just found what I could. This was a tough one for me, especially the archaeological find. I had to resort to the internet for that because I had absolutely nothing in my inventory. Okay, so I just grabbed a piece of cardstock, scrap cardstock that I had torn off using on another video, and I just cut it down to fit on my base that I'm working on. And this is just the old vintage receipt book that I'm working out of. It's about 5 by 7 roughly, and I'm just working on that. So I cut that down to fit within that page. Okay, but before we put that down, we're going to do a quick little stitch. One of the prompts are either fiber, yarn, or string. And I have this kind of, I don't know what kind of string you'd call it. But I have this, and I thought I have already made the holes to save a little time. And I just did about a 1/2 inch distance from each hole. And I don't know, something just spoke to me, and I thought we would just, if I can do it without tearing the paper too much, I thought I'd just do a running stitch around this before we put it down. This is a quite big needle here that I've got, but let's do that. I thought about just balling it up and putting it in the corner or underneath an image or something, but I don't know, for some reason, I got this idea, and I said, why not? All right? Do something different, hopefully something that you, okay, I've got a little snag here. What's going on? Here we go. Okay. Hopefully something that maybe someone hasn't thought of. I purposely do not watch any particular week's video until after I have mine done, just so I won't say copy, but it's not in my head saying, oh, I saw that somewhere, and then your brain is kind of navigated to go to that thought and duplicate it or do something similar. So I always post my videos for the week before I watch anybody else's. So hopefully this is a unique little way of using a string or yarn. And I don't mean unique as it's never been done. I just mean for this particular week's prompt is all. I thought it would be a good way to also frame the collage, Let me just hold it down so you're not seeing the paper go flippy floppy all over the place here. If I hold it in place, I can go a little bit faster. And we're already 2 ways around, 2 edges. This is kind of like a jute twine string stuff, or I don't know. It's kind of thick. And my needle is a big needle also, so that's why I'm trying to not move too fast because I don't want to tear the paper. You go yanking that around and it'll definitely rip your page. Okay, down to the last one here. Just about 6 more holes. Last one. All right, there we go. Put my needle back in my case or I will lose it. All right, so that I think looks really, really nice. And like I said, it also kind of just frames the collage just like that. So let's put that down now. So that's one prompt, string, yarn, or fabric, or, you know, that's one prompt down and used. Okay. Make sure I'm in frame here. Down we go. Easy peasy. Just like that. And then I'm going to tie it off right here. Maybe we can make a bow. Maybe a little smaller, huh? There we go. Isn't that cute? I think that's kind of darling. Trim those tails. It'll hang out the edge of the book, but that's okay. I think that's a nice little something something. Okay, so that's one prompt. Now, let's see. I grabbed some pieces here. Now, it said either an image of a ladder or stairs. Now, I found these stairs out of a Better Homes magazine. Okay, and then I also have this ladder. Maybe use it this way. So I don't know, should we use both? Let me trim this down a little bit. Take away those white edges. And that fits right within the framing area. Let's move it on this side. Let's see. Okay, let's start with that. And then I grabbed a few other elements just to kind of fill in. But I got a lot of pieces here. And that's the base, so I don't know, we really need. And I got a piece of loud, bright neon pink. I don't know. Should we use it? Maybe like that. Why not? What the heck? Okay. We're going to go ahead and use it. Start putting this down. Start with half so I can tuck some things underneath. Just right about there. Oh, I kind of like that, leaving that gap in between the two. Since it's not quite big enough. I'm okay with that. I like it. Okay, so now we can stick this down. Okay, so we've got two prompts. We've got string and we've got stairs. And I still have the ladder. I could still use that if I choose. It's awful dark. All right, we'll put that to the side for a moment. And then we've got the letter F. And the only thing I could really find without having to get my stamps out was I cut this out of the same magazine. It said love first. So that word first. So we could just use the word first. And butterfly, I have two butterflies. This little digital butterfly here, and then this little butterfly out of the same magazine. A little butterfly there. Okay, and then for an archaeological find or treasure, I had to resort to the internet for that, and I printed out a few things. It said a well was considered archaeological find, an old well, water well, so I did that. It was kind of large. That's kind of big. So I don't know. Should I put that? Kind of doesn't. I don't know. What do you think? But anyway, and then I printed out these. This is like a stone. You know how they used to write on stones and on the walls inside caves and stuff. So I printed that out. And then this little archaeological piece of a map. And I cut that out. Okay, so that's what we're working with. So let's, oh, and I did grab this. It's just a little like washi sticker. I don't know why I grabbed it, but it got in the mix. So I grabbed that. Okay, so what can we do? This will is awful large. Doesn't really go with the stairs either, if you ask my opinion. You could use the ladder. I should have cut that little 2 off. I could use that. Cover that up. Maybe. I'm just trying to see if I can use all of these elements since I took the time to cut them. See if I can use them. I kind of don't like that gap now. Kind of like I want to cover it up. Just trying to get my thoughts together here, guys. You could put that here, kind of like it's like a wall hanging on the wall. Something hanging on the wall. And I lost my little tiny butterfly. Oh no, here it is. Okay. No. We put that there. Cover that 2 up there. Hmm. Okay, I like the idea of that being on the wall for sure. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. I don't know, I just want to use this ladder for some reason. I don't know. I think what's throwing me off is there's just so many colors. That bright pink, we've got brown, we've got different shades of brown, we've got, that's kind of bothering me. We've got that lavender in the wording. I'm not liking it. All right, we're gonna just have to start sticking some things down here. Let's put this here. That'll take away some of that bright pink. I should have grabbed something else, but we're gonna go with it. Go with the flow. Okay, so we've got archaeological find, we've got stairs, we've got yarn or string, and we've got something that starts with letter F. I want to tuck that under. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're not going to use the well. It's just too darn big. I love the ladder, but it's too big also. It'll cover up anything else. So we're just going to go with that. And then for butterfly, we're just going to put the butterfly up here. Maybe that's embedded into that little wall area. Who knows? Okay, we'll go ahead and use this other butterfly as well. I think I want it touching something, but I don't know where. I kind of want to put this other word in here. Let me see if I can trim it down a little bit and make it look a little bit more appropriate for the Take some of this white away. So I think at this point, if I don't use it, I'm going to probably just throw it away. And I don't want to do that. Oh, I like it down there. We'll put it down there. Touch in there. Yes, I like that. Okay. And then we'll put the butterfly connecting the two archaeological vines there. Coming across like that. Okay, I like it. It's okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Stairs or ladder. I chose to use the stairs. Something that starts with the letter F, the word first. Butterfly, I've got 2 of them. Archaeological find, I've got 2 of those. We've got the string bordering around the page. Oh, bonus stripes. Do I have anything with stripes? I forgot about that. Let me look. I got a piece of ribbon here. You know what? That's what I'm going to do right there. I don't like that number 2. So I'm just going to take a small little piece of this ribbon. Make a flag out of it. Let's see if I can cut it. It's very small. That'll work. And we're going to put that right there. Ah! What do you know? I like it. I like it. Okay. That is all the items, guys. Took a minute. We got there. I think that's a nice finished collage. We've got stairs. We've got butterfly. We've got archaeological find. We've got something that starts with the letter F. We've got stripes for a bonus. And what else? Butterflies. Yep. All right, guys. Quick and easy. I'm calling that one done. Hope you guys like week 19. On to week 20. All right, guys. That's what I've got for you. Not bad. Okay, thank you very much for stopping by my channel today. As always, take care, God bless, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.